If you've been anywhere near Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter over the past few days, you've probably seen the drama unfold between Pokimane and Adin Ross. This all started when Pokimane made some pretty controversial remarks about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance, calling out the people who didn't like it. And let's just say, her take did not sit well with a lot of folks, including Adin Ross, who went on a wild rant, absolutely tearing into her. But here's the thing. This isn't just another streamer beef. It's touching on much bigger conversations about race, music, cancel culture, and who's allowed to say what on the internet. So today, we're going to break down exactly what Pokimane said, why people are calling it a racist rant, how it led to Adin Ross going off, and what this whole controversy says about the internet in 2025. Alright, first, let's talk about what actually kicked off this whole situation. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. Now, if you don't know, Kendrick Lamar is one of the most respected rappers in the game. He's won multiple Grammys, a Pulitzer Prize, and is known for his deep, thought-provoking music. So when it was announced that he would be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, fans were hyped. On game day, Kendrick did what Kendrick does best. He delivered an electrifying performance that blended music, art, and social commentary. He performed a mix of his biggest hits and even threw in some subtle shots at his ongoing feud with Drake. But like with any big event, not everyone was feeling it. Some viewers took to social media, saying the performance was overrated, too political, or just not entertaining enough for a Super Bowl show. And that's where Pokimane decided to step in. So on February 10th, Pokimane was live on Twitch, and the topic of Kendrick's halftime performance came up. She responded to some of the online criticism and made a statement that immediately raised eyebrows. She said,
with probably zero musical capabilities, think that Kendrick Lamar didn't deserve the halftime show. What? What do you mean? Like, sure, we could sit here all day and be like, oh, I actually think this artist deserved it. What?
Now, so far, that's not too controversial, right? She's just defending Kendrick. But then she went on to say,
only white people hated it. I didn't want to say it. As a white passing person, I didn't want to say that. But you saying that and me repeating that message, I'm just gonna let that sit.
People immediately started accusing Pokimane of making a racist generalization by suggesting that only white people disliked the performance. Some viewers felt like she was being divisive by turning criticism of a musical performance into a racial issue. Others argued that she was just pointing out an uncomfortable truth, that black artists, especially those with political messages, tend to get more pushback from certain groups. Either way, this one comment set the internet on fire, with fans, critics, and streamers all jumping into the debate. And one of the loudest voices? None other than Adin Ross. Now, if you know Adin Ross, you know he doesn't hold back. He's always been a controversial figure in the streaming world, and he has a massive fan base that loves his unfiltered takes. So when he saw Pokimane's clip, he wasted no time going off. During his kick stream on February 11th, Adin Ross let loose in a full-on rant, saying,
and Pokimane too, Pokimane, you're a fake, twisted, you'd only come.
And that was just the beginning. He then went on to specifically call out Pokimane for what he saw as hypocrisy, saying,
you'd only come at the white people because guess what, Pokimane? You know that's what they gotta cater to and shit like that. You can't get canceled, come at the white people. Why do you people have to bring race up in general? Why? Keep it to yourself.
So yeah, Ross didn't just criticize Pokimane's take. He went full scorched earth on her. As you can imagine, the internet was split. Some people were 100% on Pokimane's side, saying she was just calling out a pattern in how certain types of performances get received. Others felt like she was unfairly stereotyping white viewers and making it impossible for people to dislike Kendrick's performance without being labeled racist. Meanwhile, Adin Ross's rant also sparked backlash. Even people who disagreed with Pokimane felt like his response was over the top and unnecessarily aggressive. Critics pointed out that he often goes after Pokimane, which has led some to believe he has a personal grudge against her. One thing's for sure, this debate isn't just about Kendrick Lamar's halftime show anymore. It's turned into a much bigger conversation about race, free speech, and the double standards of cancel culture. Alright, so here's where I stand. First off, Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest rappers of our generation, and his halftime show was a powerful moment. That being said, not every performance is going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. People are allowed to have different opinions on music without it being about race. Pokimane's comment, in my opinion, was a bit reckless. Making a blanket statement like, only white people hated it, is just asking for controversy. It's one thing to point out historical biases in how black artists are received, but when you generalize an entire race's opinion, you're gonna get pushback. As for Adin Ross, look, I get that he was mad, but the way he handled it was way too aggressive. There's a way to call someone out without going into full-on attack mode. If he had just calmly explained why he disagreed instead of going off with insults, more people might have been on his side. At the end of the day, this is just another example of how internet discourse has become so polarized. Everything is either super woke or completely offensive, and there's no room for nuance. So what do you guys think? Was Pokimane out of line with her comments, or was she just speaking facts? Did Adin Ross overreact, or was he right to call her out? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on the wild world of internet drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.